Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room for Thursday, March the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room. It's a free room. Can you imagine a free room with the Amnovia platform? I share my screen all day long. I'm on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you would like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, this is the link that you can use. You use that link, and it really helps to support the room. All right, well, another excellent day. In fact, just one second. All right, as I was saying, I just had a little disruption there, but another excellent day. And again, it's this option plays magic, which is really producing some wonderful, wonderful trades all day long, really. But I don't take them all. Of course, I can't possibly take them all. There's probably anywhere from 50 to 60 alerts in here. But, and people ask me, well, how do I decide which ones I'm going to take? Well, maybe I can tell you this. Um, Fortunately, well, I didn't. I loaded the new version of Trade Ideas. So when I did that, the, yeah, let's see, 1026 is when I reloaded it. So EMR actually was earlier. It triggered on the option on that window at I want to say around 950, okay? And the trigger price was 52.18. So at 52.18, actually I'm not 100% sure what the trigger price was. I took the trade at 52.18. And how beautiful was this? I mean, there was a little pullback here in the 15s. Just what I call an incredibly stress-free trade. Now, I parceled some off along the way. Probably a little too anxious. I always like taking a little bit of profit early so that I can, if there's a pullback right to my buy, then and I want to get out, then I know I have some profit. And if it collapses down through, that's just the way I trade. But I was out at 52.33, 52.51, 53.34, and 54.70. I mean, this was just awesome. And I really didn't expect it. Emerson, I don't know that much about them, but I thought it would be rather sleepy. But why I really liked it, and what really convinced me that I should hang tough is take a look at the daily. You see, when you see a daily like this, it breaks free, and if I expand this, there was really no resistance anywhere. So, what would make me take this one over another one in the options play? Well, when I look at this, I think, hey, I mean, this is just breaking free. Doesn't mean, there's no guarantee that this is going to continue to move up like it did. But that's the sort of daily that I just love to see the break on. Now, before we go any further, I just want to bring up HTBX because I have to give a big shout out to Mr. Fitz in the room. He brought this to our attention, I think maybe around this area. Now, this was a wild one. First of all, the float is only 6 million, 6.26 million. So now I don't know what they do. Dan Merkin, our CEO, said it's some kind of a cancer drug. Okay, but I mean, look. First of all, 74 cents, and it already popped up here, and I think it got halted around here. This one got halted several times. A little bit scary when you're in a halted stock. But anyway, the bottom line is that I got in at 157, a little line there, and I did not. I think it got halted in this area. Actually, it got halted right around here, and then it came back down, and then it really, I'm going to watch this one tomorrow to see whether or not there's any continuation. But bottom line is, I got out at about let's see, 215 and $1.63. So on the last bit, as this was really coming down. But big shout out to Mr. Fitz in the room for alerting us to this and the halt. And then even Dan Merkin, our CEO, came into the room and mentioned it just before, I think, the halt. So, fantastic percentage gain, obviously. Now, I am still, but I'm looking like I might get out of this one. I'm still in Michael's, MIK. Took the trade at, again, this was on the options play. Also in earnings, okay? Now, you can see why I took this. Actually, I took this early too. I took it twice. Got in at 26.26. All right, 26.26. Around here, it triggered early, and then 26.26. I got out at 26.38 and 26.20. I got back in. I set an alert. See that little green dotted line there? Set an alert at 26.49. Actually took the trade at 26.50. That was the new high of the day. You know, a little pullback and then the pop. And took the trade. Looked really good for a while. Looked like it was going to pop right through 27. I actually took some out at 27.70 on this pop, and now looks like I may be getting out. Again, you know, I'm in at 26.50. I'll only give it, I certainly will not allow it to get down below 26.50, so I'll just have to keep an eye on that and see if I'm going to get out right now. Definitely looks like it's kind of over. But again, you know, why would I take this trade over some of the other ones? It's an earnings trade, so an earnings play. So typically, you know, they're going to be active all day. The market is up big today, so you know, it's easy, kind of easy in a day like today to go long. And let's see. Okay, I'm out of it now. So I'm out of MIK. I can close that down. Okay. And sorry about the little pop-ups from Skype. There's a marketing meeting going on. And in fact, let me just close down Skype so we don't get interrupted again. Now, rate is something that's interesting. I got into rate early. Now, this was on my own scan, okay? If you take a look at the daily chart, you're going to see why. Okay, so I put an alert just around $9, a little over $9. Here's the void we're looking at. And by the way, this is really good. These are the alerts that I created basically yesterday. After the market closed, I created all these limit price alerts on the charts. That's what we're going to start calling them, price alerts. And you know, when they trigger, then you find out how well they're going to do. Obviously, on a day that the market is up, because most of these are long plays, you know, most of them are probably going to continue up. But I mean, this is pretty good result. Just doing some evening work. And I'm going to show you I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but if you want, I will give you this. Got to find it here. This is what I'm using now to find these sort of trades, okay? The lubricant factor now 5 days. The one that you may have that Dan has been giving out, they have to be at 20-day highs. I'm actually looking at the 5-day highs because a lot of times what happens is that they're starting to break, and the consolidation is still a little bit above them. And if you wait for the 20, they might already have broken through the consolidation. And so I want to catch them before they break through, and then put the alert there. If that makes sense. So anyway, this is what I'm using now. So when the market closes, I will go through every one of these stocks. It takes maybe, I don't know, half an hour or so. And if I like it, I set a limit alert on it. And that's basically what I did in order to get these ones that have triggered. And, you know, I'm up $12. So in theory, if I took 100 shares of each one, I'd be up $1,200 just on doing a day's work. Do I take them all? No, I don't. You know, it's sometimes it's pretty hard. Some of them are coming fairly quickly, but you know, I take a look and you know, then I see if I like it, I'm in. If I'm not, I share though with the room. So it's not just a matter of whether I take the trade or not. I'm sharing with the room, and you know, if you like it, you can take it. And this is the one. This is the only one. My regret of the day is HLX. Now it has come back down a little bit, but definitely my regret of the day. This was triggered at, let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, 548. This was triggered at 548. So right here makes sense. There's the high. So I took the trade at 550. I took the trade right here on this candle at 550, and you see it started moving up. I thought, okay, we're on our way, and then unfortunately this happened. As I was starting to come down, I basically got out flat. And as this was happening, I was you know, happy with my decision to get out. But my mistake really was not getting back in, because this is really a nice sign. You see this bottoming tail. So again, this is what happened. Remember, this candle was all red at one point, and I'm thinking, wow, it's going to collapse right down through. But you know, the sellers tried, but the buyers took it back up, and then the next candle resumed. So I really should have put an alert right here at 555, got in it again, And no, I'm not saying I would have got out right at the top here, but certainly I could have got out in this area and made on a percentage gain pretty good money. So that's it. I would watch rate going forward. Watch this one, nice little gap. It's still over $9. Again, I may get back into it. I actually took the trade at 9:15 and 9:14 and exited at 9:08. It just didn't look like it wanted to continue. But now that it's over 9, I'm going to definitely watch this one tomorrow, see if there's any sort of continuation. And again, I would recommend that you do your homework. You know, it takes maybe half an hour to go through a lot of the charts. Set your limit alerts, as Dan said in yesterday's webinar, which I thought was really cool. Basically, you're just you're not predicting. Not see, we're not predicting that the stock is necessarily going to go through your trigger, but we're planning for the fact that if it does, I want to be there. I want to know about it. So it's not so much a prediction that it's going to happen. You can be wrong, and if it never triggers, fine. And if it does trigger and then it comes right back down, I mean, fine. I mean, you know, you're not going to be 100% correct, but this is pretty awesome what's happening right here. This is just on the alerts that I created yesterday or last night. All right, I want to get back to the room, so I'm going to close this down. I'm going to bring this over here. And also, I'm going to put a link. We're having a 3-day free open house next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No strings attached, no credit card, no nothing. You can come into, of course, the room is always free, but you can have the full version of Trade Ideas, the live version of Trade Ideas with all our charts, with our price alerts, with Holly, with everything, okay? For 3 days, come into the room, see how we're doing it, and again, I'm going to put a link so that you can click on that one, and it'll start. You just basically you download it today, prepare, and then come on and use the program on Tuesday and come into the room. So that's it. Can't wait to get back to the room. I'm sure there are other opportunities waiting for me, and so we'll see you later. And again, don't forget to click on that link, and I'll put it in the body of the in the YouTube video, not the video itself, but in the text. It'll be in the body of the text. Okay. Hope to see you in the room tomorrow. Bye bye.